Brett, you've had success against Utica in the past. I mean, does your game, or do you feel that your game sort of meshes well with this kind of style they try to bring?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they play a very physical, fast game, and yeah, I think you're right. I think my game matches up well against them, and it seems as though it's always a hard game, no matter what. But they're a lot of fun to play in, and that's why you play the game. Is it's physical, and it brings you in, and you compete, and yeah, I look forward to games against this team for sure.
I feel like this early into the season, not everybody's looking at records just yet, but I mean, 0-7 does kind of stick out. Do you see this team as a more vulnerable team or a more desperate team?
I mean, if I were in their shoes, I think they're playing desperate for sure. I mean, no one ever wants to start a season 0-7. No one expects to start a season 0-7, so they're going to come out and they're going to be playing for their livelihood here. They're going to be playing for pride. They're going to be playing for pretty much everything. Everything's on the line. Yeah, you don't look at standings and wins and losses this early for the most part, but you can't win the regular season or a playoff spot this early, but you can certainly lessen your chances, and I'm sure they're noticing that, and they're going to come out and they're going to play hard. So we gotta be ready for that. We got to stunt them, and then we'll go right back at them for sure.
This group, the Amerks, took a step forward last week with those 2 wins against Cleveland.
Absolutely. I think there was a lot of learning lessons that we took from that weekend, especially the game on Saturday. They're never out of it. This is a league where from one night to the next, a team can be completely different. They can bring a completely different compete level, and I think we saw that with Cleveland. Wednesday's game, those don't always happen. Sometimes teams don't show up on the road, or you get a lucky bounce early, and it kind of puts teams down, and then you come and you play the same team on Saturday, and they really brought it. It was a close game all the way down to shootout. Obviously, I mean, it went back and forth, and it was a good game, but I think we can take some good lessons from it for sure.
Michael Leone now has coached this team for a few weeks. Is there a difference? To me, it feels like there's more of an emphasis on being physical, maybe under him than under the Appert era. I don't know. How can you see the differences?
Similar, different. It's their, the underlying compete that they demand from every single player is there. I see the same in Leo as I did in Apps when it comes to that aspect of not only caring for your players, but wanting the best from them and wanting them to play their best. But yeah, when it comes to physicality, I think, maybe in recent years, or at least compared to recent years, we don't have the, on paper, most physical team, the most in your face, go out and fight and do this. But I think physicality comes in a lot of different ways. And for this team, it's going to be getting in on the forecheck and make sure you're bumping every single body. Make sure the D knows that you're coming no matter what. If he puck's in his corner, he's just going to get a little bump or a big bump. You never know. I think when we establish that as a team, then we start creating turnovers, and our skill takes over, and we got a very skilled locker room. So yeah, absolutely. I think he's really drilling home with us that physicality will lead to offense, will lead to scoring chances. So yeah.
This team's first power play goal of the season, and I mean, how important, as a guy who's worked on that man advantage for a few years now, how important is it for this power play to get clicking and converting when you're given those opportunities?
Yeah, so I mean, it was tough starting the first couple of games with no power play goals. Obviously, I think a power play can really put you over the edge. I think every game is won 5-on-5, but power plays can truly give you a little bit extra on nights maybe you don't quite have it 5-on-5, or it's a low-scoring game 5-on-5, very defensive game. So I think finally getting that first power play goal is hopefully the floodgates will open now, and we've been working hard and really studying our game, and what wasn't clicking for us in the first couple of games, hopefully we can turn around and make it click for us for the next couple of games and so on through the season. So yeah, I think the power play is extremely important to us, and hopefully it turns around.
You and the ops have been, you know each other pretty well, I think, probably by now. Neuch's been playing a lot with you. How's he doing, the young guy?
Neutsch is awesome. I mean, I think through the first 4 games he was tied with, I think, maybe Cozy for the team lead, and maybe we weren't scoring a ton of goals, and it showed that even in those times he was still able to create offense and create scoring chances, and just seeing where he's come from, the first day he was here to being one of our co-rookies of the year last year, I believe, right? And then I think he'll be a very, very important piece to our offense this year. He's a very, very smart player, and I've been fortunate to play with him so far this year, and hopefully a little bit of his luck rubs off on me, so it'll be nice.
Have you learned any Russian so you can talk to him?
Not quite. No, I'm trying.
Does he have any English?
Yeah. He speaks in broken English. A lot of it's, hockey related, pass, shoot, score, goal, all that stuff. But I think, having 4 Russians on the team, we figure it out what they're trying to say eventually, right?
Yeah, so it's English and hockey.
Exactly.
And 3
He tries. He's really trying. I respect him for that. We were playing some games on the bus, some card games, and he came to the back and wanted to play with us. So I absolutely respect him for that. It's got to be insanely difficult coming to a country you don't really know any of the language. So it's good for him. He's a great guy.
Good job.
Thank you.
Cool.